Welcome back, viewers. Now, last week, India's top 10 firms experienced contrasting market movements in the stock market, with 4 companies adding a whopping 1 lakh crore rupees plus, led by HDFC Bank and LIC, while 6 firms collectively lost rupees 78,000 crores. These shifts describe and display the contrasting movements of the MCAP values of several top business conglomerates, some of whom remain to be the gainers. More on the numbers in this report.
Last week, the Indian stock market witnessed significant movements in market valuations among the top 10 firms, with 4 of them collectively adding a staggering 1 lakh crore rupees. While 6 companies within the list experienced a combined decrease of over 78,000 crore rupees. The upbeat sentiment in the equity markets propelled notable gains for HDFC Bank and Life Insurance Corporation of India, contributing significantly to the collective increase in market valuation among the top 10 firms. Among the gainers were top business conglomerates like TCS, HDFC Bank, State Bank of India and LIC, experiencing substantial increases in their market capitalization figures. Whereas companies like Reliance Industries, ICICI Bank and Bharti Airtel faced declines. Last week's market dynamics highlighted both the resilience and vulnerability of major players in response to changing market conditions. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
News and wrap from the sports world. Dutch Formula racer Max Verstappen secured a resounding victory at the Suzuka Grand Prix, leading the Red Bull to another finish. With this win, Verstappen extends his lead in the championship standings after what seemed like a battle of sorts in the race circuit. Novak Djokovic aims to peak in Paris this summer, eyeing silverware at Roland Garros and the Olympics in French capital. With the French Open starting on May 27th and the Olympics following 8 weeks later, Djokovic is set to defend his title at Roland, after which he hopes to race ahead for a Grand Open at the Olympics. Lionel Messi scored just 12 minutes after coming off the substitutes bench in his return to action for Inter Miami in a 2-2 tie with the Colorado Rapids. The Argentina star struck a first-time deflected shot in off the post to bring Miami level at 1-1. Just 3 minutes after his effort, he played an integral part in Leo Alfonso's goal to secure a 2-1 lead over the visitors and finally bringing Inter Miami to a draw. In match 21 of the IPL this season, the Lucknow Super Giants won by 33 runs against their match with the Gujarat Titans at the Ikana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow. The Super Giants have had a shaky start to the season. However, they bounced back in action with 2 consecutive wins recently. Dutch Formula One racer Max Verstappen secured a resounding victory at the Suzuka Grand Prix, leading the Red Bull to another finish. With this win, Verstappen extends his lead in the championship standings after what seemed like a battle of sorts on the race circuit. Here's more.
Racing has once again demonstrated their dominance in Formula One as Max Verstappen stormed to victory in the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka Circuit. Verstappen, who suffered a setback earlier in Melbourne with a rear brake fire, left no room for doubt this time.
Quite close at the end. I think overall, this track is very sensitive with the tires, with the tarmac being really aggressive, and when you really want to go to the limit, it doesn't always work out. But nevertheless, I think, most importantly is to be on pole. Of course, you want every lap to be perfect, but around a track like this, that's not always the case. But yeah, overall, very good day, good starting position for tomorrow.
Leading almost the entire race, he showcased his record-breaking dominance in the Formula One. Verstappen's performance saw him clear the line a staggering 12 seconds ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez, securing a 1-2 finish for Red Bull.
Yeah, you see, when we have issues like on the first thing, we are able to solve them through the race and stuff like that. Something we lacked last year, so I think we are in a good track. We are performing at a very nice level, but we just have to keep progressing.
Perez, who clinched victory in one of the previous races, proved his consistency once again, cementing Red Bull's position in the championship. Despite Verstappen's near-flawless race, his opponent, Ferrari's Carlos Sainz, briefly challenged him after a pit stop, but ultimately couldn't match the pace of the Red Bull. With this win, Verstappen extends his lead in the championship standings. As the Formula One season progresses, all eyes will be on Red Bull Racing and their formidable lineup as they continue to dominate the track. Agency Report, Republic TV.
Now, Lionel Messi scored just 12 minutes after coming off the substitutes bench in his return to action for Inter Miami in a 2-2 tie with the Colorado Rapids. The Argentina star struck a first-time deflected shot in off the post to bring Miami level at 1-1 just 3 minutes after his effort. He played an integral part in Leo Alfonso's goal to secure a 2-1 lead over the visitors and finally bringing Inter Miami to a draw.
Lionel Messi returned and helped salvage a tie for Inter Miami. Messi scored shortly after checking in to begin the second half and helped set up Leo Alfonso go-ahead score 2 minutes later. But Cole Bassett scored in the 88th minute for the Colorado Rapids and the game ended in a draw. It was Messi's first appearance for Inter Miami since a hamstring issue made him take a career break. He had missed 4 Inter Miami games since plus 2 games with Argentina. Messi's 4th goal in as many as MLS matches this season came in the 58th minute, beating Colorado keeper Zach with a low shot that hit the left goal post, then skidded back across the goal mouth before settling into the next just inside of the right post. Not long after play resumed, Messi sent a pass to David, who found Alfonso all alone in front. Alfonso put it home for his first MLS goal, giving Inter Miami the lead, though it didn't last. Bassett knotted things late in regulation and Inter Miami had to settle for just 1 point instead of 3. Rafael Navarro got the first goal for Colorado, scoring late in the first half on a penalty kick. A pair of fans got onto the field in the final minutes in separate incidents to try to get a selfie with Messi. They were both quickly escorted off by security, and time expired shortly after the second fan got onto the pitch. Agency Report, Republic TV.
Time to slip into a very short break. Coming up on the other side, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will kickstart poll campaign in Chhattisgarh's Bastar today. He will later address public meetings in Chandrapur in Maharashtra. Delhi High Court will hear a plea filed by former Aap Minister and MLA Sandeep Kumar, who is seeking removal of Kejriwal from Chief Minister's post.
Very good morning. It's a power-packed Monday morning. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Here's a look at the top headlines at 8 a.m. Prime Minister Modi to kickstart poll campaign in Chhattisgarh's Bastar today will later address public meetings in Chandrapur in Maharashtra. Delhi High Court to hear a plea filed by former AAP Minister and AAP MLA Sandeep Kumar, who's seeking removal of Kejriwal from CM's post. A day after Samuhik Upvas to protest against Kejriwal's arrest, AAP to launch another campaign starting today. Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court to pronounce its verdict on the interim bail plea filed by BRS leader K. Kavita, who is one of the accused in Liquorgate probe. Top court to hear a bail plea of NewsClick founder Purkayastha, who's been arrested under anti-terror law, the UAPA. NI refutes TMC's allegations of unlawful action leveled against it. This after NI team was attacked during an investigation in 2022 blast case and an FIR was registered against it. Now, a massive BJP versus Kharge showdown has erupted after Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge questioned India's connection to Kashmir at a public rally that he addressed in Rajasthan's Churu. Now, the BJP has criticized the Congress chief for referring to Article 370 as Article 371, while Prime Minister Modi said that it exposed the very tukde mindset of the Congress party. Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that the Grand Old Party's Italian culture is to be blamed for not understanding the very idea of India. The BJP leaders also further slammed the Congress and alleged that it had no love for Kashmir. Here are the details.
The abrogation of Article 370 has come to dominate the political discourse this election season.
यहाँ आकर कह रहे मैंने 371 को निकाल दिया। अरे भाई यहाँ के लोगों से क्या वास्ता है? ठीक है, आप जाके कश्मीर में बोलो, जम्मू में बोलो, लेकिन यहाँ
It's Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's slip of tongue that is now caught in the eye of a mega storm. Listen in once again.
यहाँ आकर कह रहे मैंने 371 को निकाल दिया। अरे भाई यहाँ के लोगों से क्या वास्ता है? ठीक है, आप जाके कश्मीर में बोलो, जम्मू में बोलो, लेकिन यहाँ
Prime Minister has called out the tukde mindset.
कांग्रेस के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष छोटा पद नहीं है। उन्होंने अभी भाषण किया, उन्होंने ये कहा, और वो कहीं शायद राजस्थान में बोल रहे थे, उन्होंने कहा कि भाई ये राजस्थान में आकर के 370 का क्या लेना देना। ये टुकड़े करने वाली गैंग का प्रताप है कि ये लोग ये भाषा बोलने लगे हैं।
The BJP is up in arms. From Italian culture exposed attack to raking up UPA's controversial defense deals.
मुझे तो लगता है कभी-कभी कि क्या हो गया है कांग्रेस को, इसे नहीं कहा गया मति मारी गई है, बुद्धि मारी गई है कहा जाता है। अब मुझे लोगों ने बताया कि साहब कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष जी आए थे, उन्होंने कहा कि साहब धारा 370 और राजस्थान का क्या लेना देना। अरे सारे देश का लेना देना है धारा 370।
The BJP is going all out. The Congress is attempting damage control now. With a slew of promises, some repackaged, some that shock and some which mismatch in its manifesto. The party is already facing backlash. So was it after all a Freudian slip for Kharge?
Now, in the national capital, the Aam Aadmi Party ministers and workers staged a solidarity protest, a hunger strike across the nation on Sunday to protest against Kejriwal's arrest. In Liquorgate probe, note that Kejriwal is a prime accused in the Liquorgate, while the ED claims proof against Arvind Kejriwal, calling him the mastermind of the scam. The AAP continues to rally behind the AAP national convener.
The Aam Aadmi Party leaders and workers observed a pan-India Samuhik Upwas against the arrest of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal.
The Aam Aadmi Party has organized this protest, hunger strike over here in the national capital at Jantar Mantar to register their anguish against the arrest of their party convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Now the Aam Aadmi Party from this particular dais is crying vendetta, they're crying foul, that it is because of the BJP-ruled government at the centre who's trying to muzzle the voice of the opposition, and as they claim that this arrest is a bid in support of that vendetta.
Despite the grave allegations, AAP ministers continue to cry foul.
लोगों में जो सिंपैथी है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अरेस्ट करने के बाद जो सहानुभूति है लोगों की वो बिल्कुल साफ निकल के आ रही है और इलेक्शंस के बिल्कुल सर पे जिस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अरेस्ट किया ये बिल्कुल गलत है और इस तानाशाही के खिलाफ जो लोग हैं वो बिल्कुल इस बार लोकसभा के इलेक्शन में वोट के द्वारा जवाब देंगे।
दिल्ली के लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल से प्यार करते हैं। दिल्ली के लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल को सिर्फ एक मुख्यमंत्री नहीं मानते, वो उनको अपना बेटा मानते हैं, अपना भाई मानते हैं। सभी लोग और देश भर के अलग अलग हिस्सों में लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल की रिहाई चाहते हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ईडी और सीबीआई पिछले 2 साल में 1 रुपए का भी भ्रष्टाचार का पैसा आम आदमी पार्टी के किसी नेता के पास दिखा नहीं पाए हैं।
In response, the BJP too hit the streets.
देखिए ये हम अरविंद केजरीवाल के भ्रष्टाचार का मॉडल दिखा रहे हैं। दिल्ली की जनता लाल किला देख सकती है, कुतुब मीनार देख सकती है, अक्षरधाम मंदिर देख सकती है, लोटस टेम्पल देख सकती है, कर्तव्य पथ देख सकती है, लेकिन अपने मुख्यमंत्री के भ्रष्टाचार का महल नहीं देख सकती क्योंकि दिल्ली की जनता वहाँ अंदर जा नहीं सकती। दिल्ली की जनता को लूटने का काम अरविंद केजरीवाल ने किया, इसलिए हमने कहा ये शराब से शीश महल तक की जो कहानी है ये दिल्ली के भ्रष्टाचार की कहानी है जिसके दोषी अरविंद केजरीवाल।
Launching Sharab Se Sheesh Mahal campaign, BJP called out the corruption model of the Delhi Chief Minister.
एक तरफ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी हैं, जो जन औषधि केंद्र में अच्छी गुणवत्ता की सस्ती दवाइयां बांटते हैं, दूसरी तरफ आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार है जो मोहल्ला क्लिनिक्स और दिल्ली के अस्पतालों में फर्जी दवाइयां बांटती है। और आज जो यह आम आदमी पार्टी एक बनावटी सहानुभूति का ड्रामा कर रही है, उसको दिल्ली की जनता बहुत अच्छे से पहचानती है।
The Liquorgate face-off just refuses to simmer down. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And here's a look at election updates from across the country. Prime Minister Modi will kick off campaign in Chhattisgarh's Bastar today and later address public meetings in Chandrapur, Maharashtra. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath to address multiple public meetings today in Maharashtra, set to address public in Wardha, Bhandara and Nagpur. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will address a public rally and hold roadshows today in Tamil Nadu's Namakkal, Tenkasi and other districts of the state. Delhi Prime Minister Modi to address a mega rally in Udhampur on 12th of April. BJP's J&K President Ravinder Raina revealed that said that lakhs of people are expected to address the gathering. The Delhi High Court will hear a plea by former Aam Aadmi Party Minister and MLA Sandeep Kumar, who is seeking the removal of Arvind Kejriwal from the Chief Minister post as the latter remains in judicial custody. A day after hunger strike was observed by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders over Kejriwal's arrest, AAP leader Saurabh Bharadwaj said that the party will start another campaign from the party office as a mark of support to Chief Minister Kejriwal. Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court to pronounce its verdict today on the interim bail that's been filed by BRS leader K. Kavita, who's also arrested in connection with Liquorgate. She has sought bail as her son's exams are about to start. The Supreme Court will hear bail plea of NewsClick founder Purka Yasai. He's challenged the Delhi High Court order of last year that had refused to grant him bail. Election Commission flying forces checked DMK candidate Kanimui's campaign vehicle, which was headed for an election campaign. The bag in Kanimui's hand and all items in the vehicle were thoroughly searched. Note that Kanimui is contesting for the second time on behalf of DMK in Tuticorin parliamentary constituency. Former BJP Vice President Lekasri Seman Singhar has joined the BJP in presence of BJD Rajya Sabha MP Manas Mangaraj and Sasmit Patra at the party office in Bhubaneswar. Now, with the battle lines drawn in Kashmir, PDP chief and former chief minister of J&K, Mehbooba Mufti, launched a blistering attack on Farooq Abdullah, blaming the party for the collapse of the Gupkar alliance. In fact, Mufti also announced candidates for 3 seats in Kashmir, with the PDP chief all set to contest from the Anantnag Rajouri seat.
The PDP chief has once again escalated the attack on the Abdullahs. Mehbooba Mufti has blamed Farooq Abdullah for the collapse of the Gupkar alliance.
मेरी दिल्ली ख्वाहिश थी कि हम यहाँ मिलजुल के चलें। बॉम्बे में भी मैंने यही कहा कि हमारे जो फैसला जो जम्मू कश्मीर की सीट्स का होगा वो फारूक साहब करेंगे और हमें उनके फैसले से गिला नहीं है कि वो 3 सीटें लड़ना चाहते हैं। हमें उससे गिला नहीं, मुझे गिला ये है कि उन्होंने हमें पूछना भी गवारा नहीं समझा, हमारी राय लेना भी गवारा नहीं समझा और बजाय इसके कि हमें बुला के अपनी जगह ये फैसला सुनाते, पब्लिकली इसको अनाउंस किया।
The PDP chief also announced candidates for the 3 Lok Sabha seats. Mufti will contest against Ghulam Nabi Azad from Anantnag Rajouri seat, while PDP Youth Wing President Wahid Para will contest the polls from Srinagar. Former Rajya Sabha member Mir Fayaz will contest from Baramulla.
हम अनंतनाग राजौरी सीट से अपनी सदर महबूबा मुफ्ती को इलेक्शन लड़ाना चाहते हैं। उसके बाद जो सेंट्रल श्रीनगर वाली सीट है उसमें हम अपने नौजवान वहीद रहमान पर्रा को इलेक्शन लड़ाना चाहते हैं। उसके बाद नारथ वाली सीट बारामुल्ला सीट जो है उससे हम फयाज अहमद मीर को इलेक्शन लड़वाना चाहते हैं।
In Jammu and Kashmir, while speaking to media persons, Dawah Mufti here in Srinagar said that she is going to contest the upcoming elections from South Kashmir, which is Anantnag and Rajouri. Earlier, other parties have also announced their candidates. Now, PDP has also said that the Wahid Para of PDP will contest from Central Kashmir, Srinagar, and Fayaz Mir of PDP is going to contest from the North Kashmir's Baramulla.
As PDP decides to go solo, it's a high decibel fight in the Jammu Kashmir Valley in the run-up to the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now, with less than a fortnight to go for the Lok Sabha elections, Karnataka police has now busted a major operation seizing 5.6 crore rupees in cash, 3 kgs of gold and 169 kgs of silver. In fact, investigation into the case is still on, with officials looking into possible hawala and political links to the seizure that's been made by the Karnataka police.
In a big operation in Karnataka, police seized huge amounts of cash amounting to 5.6 crore rupees along with 3 kgs of gold. Sources say the massive cash, gold and silver ornament seizure was done in Ballari, where 169 kgs of silver was also recovered. The police have initiated a probe to look into a hawala connection. Just days ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, questions have been raised regarding a possible political connection to this raid.
Raid was conducted on a gold merchant's house named Naresh Soni, who owns a gold shop, Hema Jewellery Shop. Approximately 5 crore and 60 lakh hard cash was seized, along with 68 kg of silver, and along with that 103 kg of silver articles, along with that 3 kg of gold was told to be seized from the house of Mr. Naresh Soni. And even the police have filed a case under 98 KP Act, which clearly shows that the money and the valuable items were stored without proper documentation. Now the police are giving the angle of hawala also. They have the doubt of involvement of hawala transaction in this, as this is election season.
The recovered items were seized after Sony failed to produce relevant papers. A case has been initiated on suspicion that this money could be used to fund elections or other political activities. Could cash mounting to this ransom be really linked to dubious activities? Could there be a hawala link? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And here's a look at stories in brief from across the country. Prime Minister Modi launched a scathing attack on the TMC and said that the country knows about atrocities that were inflicted on the mothers and sisters in Sandesh Khali, further saying that the TMC syndicate rules in the state, because of which the court has to intervene in everything.
ये पूरा देश जान चुका है वहां माताओं बहनों के साथ कितना बड़ा अत्याचार हुआ है। ये पूरे देश ने देखा है। हालात ये है कि हर मामले में यहां कोर्ट को खुद को दखल देना पड़ता है।
Prime Minister Modi said that his entire life has been dedicated to the country and to fulfill the dream of Viksit Bharat. The Prime Minister said that he is working 24/7 to develop India for Mission 2047.
विकसित भारत के सपने को पूरा करने के लिए मेरा भी हर पल, हर क्षण देश के लिए है। और इसलिए 24/7 मैं 2047 के लिए काम कर रहा हूं।
Prime Minister said that slogan of Fir Ek Baar Modi Sarkar can be heard in West Bengal and the entire country as a whole, adding that BJP's Jalpaiguri candidate Jayant Roy will emerge victorious with a record margin on 19th of April.
भाइयों और बहनों, आज पूरे देश में, पूरे बंगाल में एक ही गुंज सुनाई दे रही है। फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार
Addressing a rally in Bihar's Nevada, the Prime Minister hit out at the opposition for opposing the construction of Ram Mandir as well as for the boycott of the Pran Pratishtha in Ayodhya, further saying that when some people from Congress and RJD attended the consecration ceremony, they were expelled by the parties. Prime Minister Modi also said that the guarantees of Modi are troubling India Alliance members and that the alliance is scared of the BJP, further going on to say that he's fulfilled all his guarantees such as abrogation of Article 370. The Aam Aadmi Party leaders and workers observed a pan-India protest hunger strike over the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal, calling Arvind Kejriwal's arrest as politically motivated. The AAP leader said that there is going to be no change in the party leadership and the government will run from inside the jail. AAP MP Sanjay Singh has hit out at the BJP over calls to demand the resignation of Arvind Kejriwal. Sanjay Singh said that no evidence has been presented before the court so far that could prove the charges against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Delhi Minister and AAP leader Atishi said that there is no proof against Chief Minister Kejriwal and that ED has not been able to recover a single penny in liquor scam, further saying that there is no money trail and that all of this is nothing but a farce.
देखिए, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की गिरफ्तारी को लेकर पूरी दिल्ली में, पूरे देश में बहुत रोष है। आज आप दिल्ली के किसी भी हिस्से में जाइए, लोग रोक कर पूछ रहे हैं केजरीवाल कब बाहर आएंगे, केजरीवाल कब जेल से रिहा होंगे, केजरीवाल कब बाहर आएंगे। क्यों? क्योंकि दिल्ली के लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल से प्यार करते हैं। दिल्ली के लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल को सिर्फ एक मुख्यमंत्री नहीं मानते, वो उनको अपना बेटा मानते हैं, अपना भाई मानते हैं। वो व्यक्ति जिन्होंने उनके बच्चों को अच्छा स्कूल दिया, उनको अच्छा इलाज दिया, 24 घंटे बिजली दी, 0 बिजली का बिल दिया। तो इसलिए दिल्ली के सभी लोग और देश भर के अलग अलग हिस्सों में लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल की रिहाई चाहते हैं।
BJP launched a Sharab Se Sheesh Mahal campaign against Arvind Kejriwal and the leaders. It was attended by BJP Delhi Chief Virendra Sachdeva and other leaders, including the likes of Bansuri Swaraj, who called Kejriwal corrupt and mastermind of the liquor scam. BJP Delhi President Virendra Sachdeva said that the BJP is showing the corruption model of Arvind Kejriwal, adding that while people of the national capital can see Red Fort, Qutub Minar and the Akshardham temple, they cannot see Chief Minister's corruption, for saying that the story of Sharab to Sheesh is a story of Delhi corruption and the guilty is none other than the Delhi Chief Minister. Now in news from the world of business, the primary market is poised to take a sigh of relief with no main boards. IPOs that are scheduled for the upcoming week after the mega IPO of Bharti Hexacom that kicked off kickstarted the next new financial year. However, the small and medium enterprises segment will remain in action as 3 new public issues will hit the market soon. In fact, here are the details in this next report.
This week, there are no big IPOs hitting the main board, giving all a breather after the massive Bharti Hexacom IPO launch. However, the small and medium enterprises segment is still buzzing with activity. 3 new public offerings are set to hit the primary market. Let's break it down for you. First up, we have Tirth Gopikon IPO. It's open for subscription from 8th April to 10th April. They are aiming to raise rupees 44.40 crore by offering 40 lakh fresh shares at rupees 111 per share. Next, the DCG Cables and Wires IPO. Subscription starts April 8th and ends April 10th. They are eyeing 49.99 crore, though a fresh issue of 49.99 lakh shares at rupees 100 each. Lastly, the Green High-Tech Ventures IPO kicks off on April 12th and wraps up on April 16th. They are looking to raise rupees 6.30 crore by issuing 12.6 lakh fresh shares at rupees 50 per share. Meanwhile, keep an eye out for the Bharti Hexacom IPO. Allotment results are expected on April 8th and it's set to list on both BSE and NSE tentatively on April 12th. That's the scoop on this week's IPO Frenzy. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And on that note, we head into a very short break coming up on the Morning Express. All that's making news from across the country and the globe. Delhi's Aam Aadmi Party to pronounce its verdict on interim bail plea filed by BRS MLC K ka pata. Also, Supreme Court to hear bail plea of NewsClick founder who's been arrested under anti-terror law.